You are now listening to a Dose of Three podcast.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of A Dose of Three. I am one of your hosts, Tia, and I'm joined by my two co-hosts,
Andrea
and Kiana.
Hey, so welcome. If this is your first time here, we are a podcast made up of three friends with three different perspectives, lots of laughs, and lots of opinions. So welcome. So, ladies, today's episode is entitled Hypothetically Speaking. So today we're just going to be throwing out hypothetical circumstances and events and just seeing what we would do in them, right? So it could be light, it could be heavy. We'll see how it goes. Right? That's good with y'all? Y'all okay with that?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah, that's good.
Okay, cool. So the first one is, and I actually think about this question probably at least 4 times a week, dead serious. But if somebody was to give you $1 million today, like what would you do with the money? Like how you going to act? Andrea?
I'm moving in secret. I don't mean moving like out of state or something. I'm saying
your moves.
Yeah. I'm making moves in secret. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
No, but for real.
The only up your house.
No, for real. But I feel like the only ones I would tell would be my mother, my father, my sister, and then you, Tia. I don't think I would tell anybody else. I think that's it.
Dang, I wouldn't ask for any money or anything. I would want to say, "Oh, that's also awesome. God is good. Can I join it on the praise report? My God,
I'm sorry. Kiana.
I'm good enough for a podcast, but I'm not good enough to."
I'm sorry, Kiana.
To learn
but
about
you know what?
money.
But you know what? Just off the top, I don't think I would tell other. I don't think my reasoning for not telling other people is because I think they would ask. I think just because, not to say like it's none of their business, but I don't. Yeah, I just want in.
Who you say you would tell again? Tia and your parents?
My parents, Tia and my sister. Yeah, and that literally would be it. Yeah. So what would I do with my $1 million? Mm-hmm. Okay, so just off the top, just off the top, put on the spot. I would pay off my house. I would pay off all my bills. I would pay off my parents' bills. I would pay off my sister's bills, excluding student loans because I don't know how much you got. But I'm sure the mill can take care of that, but I don't know. I would pay off all Tia's bills. I would give money Yes, I would give money to my my home church. I will also give money to Crown of Glory to set the captives free, as well as Christian Community, because those were the churches I came out of. Yep. And then I would put money aside to pay off my boys' colleges, and the rest I would bank.
You sure you have enough?
You don't think I'm saying because $1 million ain't even that much,
yo.
You
don't think that's enough?
I don't think $1 million is a lot of money.
Yeah, you only gonna come home.
You ain't say it was getting taxed.
No taxes. We bring home. We have $1 million. We have $1 million because of
post tax. Okay.
Because Lord knows $1 million is not a lot.
Ain't it sad? Ain't it crazy how
I feel like my parents don't have that. My parents' bills is not like they don't have a lot. So I know how much is due on my house and car and my bill. Like it's not. Look, I said I was gonna give money to the churches. They get something, so yeah. Look, this is just hypothetically speaking. This off the top. That's what I would do. That's what I would do.
That's right.
I'm not buying nothing. One thing, I'm not buying nothing new. I'm paying off. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to buy a new house and buying a new car and none of that stuff. No, Andrea paying off bills. Yeah, so that's it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What would I do with my $1 million? It's not a lot of money. On the real, I would really pray and ask God what he wants me to do, because my first thought would be like, oh, I'm paying off all of my debt. I'm paying off my parents' debt. I'm paying off my in-laws' debt. And I'm going to not just pay off their debt, but also give them money too, which could take a big chunk, because I'm not sure about how much all their debt is, but I also would want to give them a substantial amount, like at least over $100,000. And then I have family members that I would want to give to, and I have some friends. I'm not calling out, anyone's names, but I would have family members as well as friends that I would want to give the money to. But so with that, I already know what I want to do, but I would want God to tell me what he wants me to do with it. And whatever he tells me to do with that money, I would do. In addition to paying my tithes, I feel like that's important. So I would pay my tithes first, ask God what he wants me to do with it. And if I had money left over from whatever he wanted me to do, then I would do the other things that I wanted to do, like pay off my debt, pay off my in-laws, my parents' debt, give them a substantial amount of money, as well as some family members and friends. And it's, I mean, my heart, like I have so many things I want to do, like send people to college, and like people that I don't really know. Like I just want to be able to send them to college. I really want to be able to buy up blocks in Baltimore City, fix it up really well, and be at a place where I could be a blessing to someone, meaning have reserved at least 2 of the houses where for, people who have fallen on hard times, I could allow them to stay there rent free for 6 months to a year, until they're, able to get on their own. But it wouldn't go past a year. We would have to come back to the board, and I would have to reevaluate what's going on. But it's just so many things that I would want to do, and $1 million is not enough. So I would definitely pray, ask God what he wants me to do first, hear from him, and then do all the other things that I want to do.
Yeah. The first thing I would do would be to tithe. And then I would ask a friend. I have it all figured out. Ask a friend that I know who I just think is trustworthy. I feel like he takes his role as an accountant very seriously. And I would ask him for a good recommendation, because he told me in the past he doesn't do personal accounting, but I would secure a trustworthy, like legit accountant, an attorney. And I already been in the past, I've researched like the best banks for millionaires. So like, because clearly CQ, you ain't going to make it. You know what I'm saying? But, and then I would pay off all my debt. I would set up a trust, like a substantial trust for all 3 of my god babies to make sure that they're good. Like I am believing that both of my godsons, both of them are going to play football. One of them, I just feel like Sean is going to be an amazing screenwriter and like an author and make amazing movies after his football career is done. And Brian going to play football too. So I don't feel like they're going to need it, but their godmother's going to give them a trust. So they have that money to live their life however they want to do it, if they want to do it. If for some reason they have to pay for college, they're good. And Snuggies, my goddaughter, she would be good if Ton decides to put her in private school and for college or whatever. So after that, my parents, like Andrea, like my parents don't really, like, the house is paid off. I don't even know like how much that they actually have, but I would make sure that they're good. I would make sure that the passes are good. And I feel you, like $1 million is not that much, but the desire of my heart is for people to be debt free. So I would just send a letter or ask like, hey, how much y'all owe? If people don't respond to my inquiry, you lost out. Just tell me, you know what I'm saying? And I'll ensure that money gets sent to you to clear your debt. You're not necessarily going to be, because I know for me, if I didn't have any debt, even with the income that I have, I could live way more like turned up with even the income that I have if I didn't owe anyone else. So like, that's something I'm passionate about. I would want to do things I I've really been on this whole pure religion kick. So I would want to make sure that I'm sowing money to help the poor, the orphans, and the widows. And I started looking up like different organizations. I think and we're recording this a couple of days after the death of DMX. So just from that, I've really been thinking about like children in foster care in that system. And just they happen to encounter like people who do not treat them well, or just children born to parents that don't treat them well, like the negative impact it can have. So I would like to do something to serve that population in some way, the poor and widows. And did I already say bless the pastors, take care of the people? Like if I ask you how much debt you need to tell me, and then purchase myself a home and a car that I actually like, and just have enough and, have some savings, because I go through this. And like you said, again, $1 million as a grown up, for some reason, just ain't as much money as it was when I was little. But yeah, that's what I would do. I actually often say 568 million. Like, God, I just need $568 million. And that's been the random number I've been saying for years.
568, Sam?
Just random. Like, okay. I've been consistently saying that number randomly. Like, I just need $568 million. And then I could do this, and this. And so if I had that level of money, Key, I also desire to buy I would like to buy like a whole section of Baltimore City and redo it. And there's this guy, I forgot his name, but there was something called the Harlem Project. And I think he took 10 square block area of Harlem and like just put all kinds of resources, programs and everything, just focused on that, and then developed like a charter school and just focused on that specific community, and hit it from all the way up until they're leaving for college, in addition to catering to the needs of the parents and the adults in the community too. And I would love to do something like that. And to have like a scholarship program if I had 568 million, because I feel like people shouldn't have to go in debt if they don't want to. And to invest in people with legit business ideas. And I say legit business ideas because we live in a time where everybody feels like they need to be an entrepreneur, but they don't have any skill or talent or a service that anyone will want to buy. So they try to bribe their family members, but that's not what this episode is about. But yeah, that's what I would do. And I would like to have the dough to like take crazy month-long vacations.
Yeah.
Yes, to the south of France, like for a whole month, and just live the best life and buy a home. I would like to have a home on every continent, like a fly home.
What?
Yeah.
That's
I would like to have a home on every continent, because if ever I need to dip, I want to be good. I do want to purchase in South Africa and maybe Ghana.
I want to travel, but not for a month at a time. But yeah. I want to see the world. I want to see what God created.
Yes. Where would you go?
I want to go to Fiji.
Okay.
I want to go to Aruba. I want to go to I was going to say Konnichiwa, but I want to go to
Japan.
Yes, but no, specifically what is it called? Okinawa. Yeah. It's pretty.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty.
Really?
And it was another place besides like Hawaii and stuff like that. Yeah. I want to go, and of course I want to go to Africa. I want to go to Cape Town. And maybe do like a African tour where you're going to like different countries, just to see, what Africa, just to see what it's like. I also want to go to Australia. I want to go to, where else? I wouldn't mind going to New Zealand.
Okay.
Bora Bora. And I think that's all for now that I can think of right now.
Yeah, like feeding off of that. Like, if you could travel to any place in the world, where would you go? Or do you even care about travel like that?
I mean, I'm not like, I wouldn't say pressed. It's not like a thing like I want to travel. Like, that's not like a a big desire, but I do like to travel. But just based off of what others have told me about, because there's not really no way like I'm like, I really, really want to go there. But my god sister has been to Hawaii a few times, and she just says how beautiful it is and how every time she goes, it's just not long enough, to really explore. So I do want to go to Hawaii. I do want to I've always wanted to go to Aruba just from the beautiful pictures that I saw.
Mm-hmm.
So Aruba is one. And then I have a friend of mine that traveled to Australia for like several months a couple years ago. And she was just telling me how nice Australia was. So
Really?
tell me about her experience there. Yeah. So I would like to go to Australia. Yes. She is.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah. So, those are really the only 3 places and I did say I wanted to go to Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are the only places where I said
Europe.
I want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I want to go on a European tour. Just like Africa jump to, I want to go to Germany and France.
I want to go to Turks and Caicos. Like I already said, I definitely want to go to South Africa. Like I follow this woman, she grown, on Instagram named Tanika B. And she loves to travel. I actually started following her for her fashion because she just real fly, but she loves to travel. And so she's been posting like different things of her from her travels because she's getting ready. After she is vaccinated, she's ready to be like the song says, like the meme on Instagram says, she's ready to go to the streets this summer. Okay. So she's been posting some things, and she was just saying that Mexico City, Mexico is like one of her favorite places, which I just never considered that. So I'm like, okay, I want to try that. I think our friend Chris went to Croatia and his picture like some years ago, and his pictures were really nice. For some reason, I always associate like Croatia with like Russia and Eastern Europe like that. I always think of like gray and cold and mean. But the pictures, at least from Chris and from the woman I was talking about, it looks so beautiful there. I would like to go to the Amalfi Coast in Italy. And I do kind of want to see Tokyo. Like I feel like I would be overwhelmed because it seems like it's just so many people there, but I would like to go there, and definitely Ghana one day. Yeah, but like I said, I want to have a home on every continent. Well, most of them, so that I can hop and go where I please. So yeah.
And take me with you.
Yeah, we in it. Okay, listen.
I'm about to text you my debt. I'm just gonna give you a roundabout number, $500,000. That should do it. And then
I just have it on file. Okay, duly noted.
500,000. I'll pay my debt and then be a blessing to someone else. I'll pay it forward.
Praise him. Okay, I got you. Yeah, like I hate debt so much. So that really is the desire of my heart. So that's that with the travel. Okay, what's another one? If money, space, responsibilities, rules of society, or any of that stuff, if none of those things were an issue or concern, and you could do and be anything, like what would your life look like if there were no limitations or no rules or nothing holding you back? What would your life be? What would you be doing?
This is too much. But it is. But for me, off the top, I would be a psychologist. I would be a child psychologist, because the only thing right now stopping me from that is student loan. The debt that I already have in student loan, and just the time to get a doctorate degree. That's the only thing right now that's stopping me.
They need good children's psychologists.
Yeah, it's just not the time. Mm-hmm. I just don't have the time. So yeah, I would be a child psychologist. And my god sister, she wanted to start a nonprofit, and I forgot I forgot specifically what it was geared to. I know it was geared to children. I'm not too sure what focus or what area, and what resources she wanted to provide. But all I know is like me being a child psychologist and in counseling and encouraging and just loving on children that were abused or that suffer from trauma. I know all of that kind of would have tied in with what she wanted to do. So I would, do the nonprofit with her as well, with me and my loving God sister, Henny Winnie. Yeah, so that's all I can think of right now. Like that question's a bit much, but that's off the top. That's what I would want to do.
Okay, that's awesome, Annie. And if I get my $568 million, I'm paying off your debt. You good? It'll work.
Yeah.
How about you, Key?
Gosh, I feel like my answer is redundant. I feel like it's
because you already.
Yeah, because I feel like for me, because God has called me to ministry, I feel like that's all that I would. Like, I don't really have a desire to do other things. Not to say that I have a desire for ministry, but I don't have I just have a burden for this or a burden for that. I just want to please God. So I just feel like I would have a fabulous house, plenty of cars, tons of handbags, tons of shoes. And then I would have belts to go with the shoes and the handbags. And this is, I would have a personal stylist. I would have a personal hairstylist. I would have a personal stylist, like clothes-wise, a personal hairstylist. I probably would have a shopper too, because I don't like going to the malls. So all this is like materialistic, but I would have all these things in addition to doing the will of God. And I feel like when you are preaching and teaching the word and sacrificing and laying your life down, the least you can do is have tons of wig room. Yes, a wig room. I need a station to do my nails, because even though I have money, I still probably would do my nails. I will only probably get my nails. Well, would I? I would still need a station, because I wouldn't do it all the time. But if I couldn't get in contact with my girl because she was busy on vacation out of town, or she got married that weekend, I would still need to get my nails done. So I would do my own nails. So I need like a station in my house. This is so materialistic.
I love every bit of it, though, Kiana.
I mean,
so what Kiana is saying is she would do the will of God. She would preach and teach the word of God, and also have these things. You know what I'm saying? I want to leave.
Yes.
I want people side-eyeing like, what's she talking about? I mean, listen, wig room. You know what I'm saying? She's just saying she would be serving God.
Doing the will of God would be first. But I would definitely be fly. Like, my shoe game, my clothes game, accessory, like I probably would need deliverance. Maybe I would have to give away a lot of stuff, because I feel like it's just so many things that I would want. But yeah, doing the will of God, the work of God, to me is like priority. And then like real estate, I really enjoy real estate. So I would be doing a lot of like rehabs. I would have a lot of property where I was doing rentals, and just, being in a position where I could bless other people. I would definitely be sending people to college. I would set up actually a fund for people for them to go to college or a trade school, or whatever they wanted to do to like further their education or their specific trade. I would definitely give to ministries like Joyce Myers. I would give to St. Jude, like millions of dollars though, to these specific ministries, in addition to my own ministry. That's like a given. And just people in need. Like I said that I was going to start doing this, but go to the bank and get like a whole bunch of ones so I can have them in my car. Maybe I shouldn't say that, because people won't be trying to break into my car for some dollars, but have them in there. So when I'm driving, I see a homeless person, I could just, because most of the time I don't carry cash, so I can't give them money, but I always want to just bless people. So if I could have, not in my car, but on my person, but on me, where I could just be like, hey, here, bless people with just money. I would just be really, if I had money like that, I would literally be giving a lot of my money away. And I'm talking about millions of dollars. I can't take it with me when I transition. So I would give it to someone else to be a blessing. And I love being able to bless people. And I know how it feels to be hungry, or, you can't really go food shopping because you don't have the money like that. I know what it feels like when your vehicle breaks down and you have no idea how you're going to get it fixed because you don't have the money. I know what it feels like to be behind in your bills and scared that your car is going to get repossessed. Like, I know what that feels like. And because I know what that feels like, I would want to bless someone else so they wouldn't have to continue to endure those specific struggles. So yeah, I would just be giving my money away and still be fly doing it,
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Yes.
Oh, and I would definitely get some shoes made for my feet. Let's talk about it. I would get some shoes, like pumps made for my feet, sneakers made for my feet. I need custom shoes for my feet, especially like athletic shoes, because they hurt my feet. So yeah, all that. I would have a bomb closet. I love it. Matter of fact, I need a carpenter or a general contractor, because it's going to happen, and I need someone to design a closet for me. So if you're out there,
yes,
hit me up, because I'm gonna need you in about a couple of years.
Comments, okay? Yes, I love it. For me, I think I would somehow be in the entertainment industry.
Okay. Do what, Tia?
Huh?
I said,
I would love to be like a Issa Rae, but I would do it as a Christian. I feel like there's a space for really good television and movies, like actual quality shows that people will want to watch with good actors. That isn't dirty. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to do, I feel like there's something that's just not there, right? Because I don't want to do the Kirk Cameron style of movies, right? Because that's not my life as a Christian woman. And the Medea style of movie, Tyler Perry style of movies is not my life either as a Christian woman. So I would love to be in the entertainment industry, like making TV shows and movies. And they're good. And it's not necessarily because they're preachy, but it's something that you can watch and be like, girl, did you see episode what? But it's not because you don't feel like you need to pray after, but it's literally just good TV. So I would like to do that, and then be a philanthropist, like have a foundation and have real amazing fundraiser events that people look forward to, kind of like the Jay-Z has the Rock Nation brunch. And I don't think it has anything to do with philanthropy, but it's just the opportunity. It's a party that happens during Grammy week, and all of the majority Black and people of color in the music industry come. But I would like Rihanna does her Diamond Bowl. I would love to be a philanthropist and have really amazing fundraising events that people look forward to. So it's an awesome party and it's a thing, right? You don't want to miss the whatever Tia Bowl or whatever, but it's raising a lot of money that serves the things that I've mentioned before: orphans, widows, and the poor. But yeah, I just feel like I've been thinking lately, I don't really know if I took the right turn. My life just feels real regular, and I don't feel like I get to be as creative as I feel like is in me to be. And so I think I would be, if I could be anything and just change and just make it, I wouldn't go to Atlanta. The Atlanta scene is not my scene, but I think I would, I think I would want to be in LA and just creating things and employing people. I like how, So I think I would want to do that and have, do philanthropy and live clean, so that if someone invites me to come to some kind of conference and I get asked to pray and lay hands, people not side-eyeing like they did a certain celebrity who was laying hands on a big preacher on TV, and people I don't even know how he live at home. You just let this man touch you. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to like, okay, like Tia is legitimate. Like she's funny, she's fly, she's cool, she's, you know what I'm saying, she's really successful. But when I see her, she live clean. So it makes, I believe that she still teach and do the work of the Lord. I probably would not have a wig room, but I would actually have a staff of people. They can live their own lives, but I would have them like on retainer. So you could literally survive off of just being Tia's makeup artist, even if I only use you like once a month, but I would give you an annual salary. So you're good. If you want to do other people, that's fine, but you ain't got to. And the same for the cook and all of that stuff. But realistic, I think I would be doing more creative stuff and work that I find fun. Like my current job is a lot. I like it. It stresses me out, and the entitlement of the people the families that I serve in the area of Maryland that I serve is the most, and it makes me want to fight often. But I actually like the work, but it's really like just basic work. Like it's more problem solving, and I never get to be creative. You know what I'm saying? Like even going to an office every day, like you don't really get to be creative. It's just the same thing every day. Yeah, so I would like to be in, like do something creative and fun and have money and be able to give and just throw events. Yeah. And then the actual creating of shows. Look, I would hire my oldest godson because I'm trying to tell y'all, listen, I don't know what name he gonna go by when he get that age, but he has like next level imagination since he was like 7. I promise you, like, so I would hire him because it would be so good. But yeah, so I would still be in Jesus, but I would be doing something more creative, fun, and extravagant. Yeah.
If you're enjoying the episode thus far, please don't forget to find and follow all our social medias at A Dose of 3. Head over there and share your opinions with us on this week's topics. Let us know what other things you think we should discuss. We'd like to answer some of your questions, so ask away. And we want to keep you posted on any new activities we may have coming up, so don't miss out. You can also send any additional inquiries to us via email at adoseof3@gmail.com. Now let's get back into our show.
One final one, right? Just for time. And I'm going to end with this one. I hope that the answers are not heavy. I think my answer is a little bit foolish. But this is something I think about all the time as a single woman. I was going to ask, did you have an idea, Andrea? Y'all can't see her, but she's making a face. Like, is there a specific question you want, a hypothetical that you want to tackle?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
I had one. I mean,
what is it?
I was hoping that you was going to say if you could have a natural talent for anything, what would you choose? That's what I was hoping.
Okay.
Say something along those
all right. And I have another one. You want to hear it? If you could have a natural talent for anything, what would you choose? Starting with Andrea.
Me. I want to be a hip hop dancer. I was hoping that I had the natural talent to dance. Yes, I want the natural talent to dance, but since I do not have it, what? Kiana?
Andrea can dance.
I know. I want the natural talent, like just be busting
like,
the move.
We dance together on a.
But no, but I want to be a hip hop dancer. But nonetheless, since I don't have that natural talent, I'm taking hip hop dancing classes. Like it's going to happen. I don't care if it's when I'm 40 or over. I'm taking hip hop dance classes. I want to learn.
Yeah, I think you should do it.
Oh, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, Kiana.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was
I was
being supportive, but
Thank you. No, it's just a matter of when, because I've been saying this for so long, haven't I, Tia? I've been saying it for so long, and Andrea is going to take them dance classes, and I'm going to throw a party, and y'all gonna be like, "What? Oh snap!" I'm going to tear that floor up. Yeah, so that's what I wish. I wish I had that natural talent.
Tia, why are you looking like that?
Can we pause before we go to Kiana? Can we just stop for a second?
What?
I just want to have a very honest moment with you, Andrea. Me and Andrea have been friends for over 30 years, but I would like you to know, with all the love that I have for you, if I'm ever at a party and the DJ drops a song and you come out with a full-on dance routine, but
well, I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna be go, Andrea. Go.
But you know what? For real, I'm so serious. I literally have been planning. It's 2 songs. I'm not going to give it away, but it's 2 songs I literally wanted to do a whole full dance to. And I literally said, once I take my hip hop dance classes, and I have my party, Andrea is doing this dance. I'm going to have some backup dances. I'm going to have some people that's been doing it. Like, it's going to be a show. I'm for real.
I'm here for it.
Having it. Y'all gonna see me dance.
Live your dreams.
Me dance.
I know that's right.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
I like literally like I've just grown up just seeing people just bust a move. Like, just, you know what? In middle school, I remember. I'm gonna be real quick. Middle school, I remember we had some type of big party at Woodlawn. I don't know what it was for, but I remember Shy going out, like, she was just break it down like ain't nothing. Like, I'm like, yo, I want that. Like, I want that. And like, I would be so like just watching people like just dance out of like just pull up. They don't got like, ain't like they ain't practicing. I don't know. They could have been practicing. I don't know. But it seemed so natural and came so easy. And I just be in my head doing all that moves, but I just couldn't get the step right. Like, it looks stupid. Stop. Just keep it in your head. Wait till you get home.
Because if you practiced at home, you probably
I never really practiced. I would do my little dance when it came on, but yeah, Shy. I remember just seeing her dance. Like, yo, I need that fire. I need them steps. And then in high school, what was his name, Tia? Remember I told you about him not too long ago?
Yes, you did. Okay.
What was his name again?
Dewan.
Yeah, Dewan. Even though a lot of his dances were sexual, he was besides that, he was a good dancer. And I'm just like, yo, I just need that. Just be busted. Like, I just wanted that. So I'm sorry. Yeah. So I just wish I had that natural talent. All right. So that was it. Yeah. All right. Go ahead, Kiana.
Well, for me, singing. I wish that I could sing like Whitney Houston before, her demise. But like having that, like, people would be like, she doesn't sing, she sang. I want to sing, like, oh my goodness, like, is that voice coming from her? Like, oh my goodness, she has such a big voice, a great voice, a powerful voice. That I wish that I could pick up on things like easily, like learning how to play the piano. I want to learn how to play the piano and the drums, but more so the piano. I decided that once I finish with school, I'm going to take some time out and learn how to play the piano. So Andrea is going to be busting the move, and I'm gonna be playing the piano.
I can teach you how to play the drums, Kiana.
You can.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. Because I
mean, I can't give you like formal lessons, but I do know how to.
Well,
I know how to play the drums. My brother taught me.
You think you can teach me?
Yeah, it's pretty basic. Yeah.
Okay. Well, my dreams are coming true, guys. Just learning, having a a natural ability to pick up on things. So piano, drums, doing hair, doing nails. I do those things, but I just wish I was more proficient at it. Just a natural ability to pick up on different languages. Like I want to be fluent in Spanish and Mandarin and Pig Latin. Don't judge me. But I want to.
There's no judgment.
But I want to be able to ignite on a business.
That's what I was going to say. Ignite on a yep.
So yeah, I think that's all for me.
Okay. For mine aren't even fun. I had this. So when I first went to college, my major was civil engineering, and like growing up, I just was really good at math. Like it wasn't really hard for me. So I really like, and then that's why I look at my life like, Tia, how is it that you ended up in human services and now in public administration? Like where I am now doesn't match any of the lead up. But so I actually, and I thought about it the other day, like I think I want to pay for like an engineering textbook and a physics textbook because I want to kind of like just refresh myself and teach myself again or teach myself, period. So mine would be a skill like to be like high level math for it to just come really easy to me. Physics to be really easy to me, and carpentry. Like I want to be able to build things and it just to be really easy, like all things like to be able to build a room or a shack, and I could just ask my father because he could do that, and to fix cars and to fix like really intricate like electronic things and be like, oh, Tia can just do that.
Oh, really, Tia? You have a design?
I'm learning all types of new stuff about Tia.
Yeah.
Like I'm shocked, really.
Really?
I am regarding this. Yeah, I am regarding this.
This and
so
being in entertainment. I wouldn't have thought. I didn't think that she would say that. But go ahead.
Yeah, me either.
Oh wow. Mm-hmm. So here you go. You learn new things. But yeah, so I would like to be really like good at like high level math. Was to be like, oh, I got that. Boom, boom, boom. Like, come here. This is how you do that. You know, be able to apply it to regular life. Because people often, I know right now with this whole push, like, they don't even need to be teaching algebra and calculus. They need to just teach, taxes and investment and all of that, which I agree with. But I do feel like there's space for the higher level maths. So those are the skills that I would like. And to be able to sew. I took home, what was it called? It wasn't called home economics.
Yeah, it was.
It was called, in elementary school, it was called.
Oh, elementary.
Not elementary, middle school. It was called family studies.
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I did really good on the cooking side. But that unit where we had to sew a book bag, I never, like, I don't even think I did. To threaten the needle on a sewing machine well, I don't even think I did good. So I was like, I wish I could do that. Like, I wish I was more domestic. Like, even for, like, the first part was the more stereotypically masculine household duties, like fixing and building, but also, like, being able to sew. I would love to sew my own dresses and, like, see X that I like that needs to be altered, or like see a fly blazer, but I'm like, that's too regular. But I feel like if you added this, like I would love to just be able to make real fly clothes. Andrea's frowning up her face at me. But
no, because that's awesome. I'm just like, I just ready to pay somebody to do it.
Because I've been having ideas. Like I remember, do y'all remember what was it, like early 90s where the denim with the Looney Tunes characters was out? Yeah, like I remember I had that idea before I ever saw any of them. I'm like, yo, that would be dope. And I was sketching my book, like that would be slick. And it was some other things like the the short skirts that had, instead of the slit in the back or on the side, it was already a mini skirt, but it was up the front of the thigh. Like I had drew stuff like that.
Look, I was like literally tell you, I was about to say the front because that's how you drew my junior prom, prom 2-piece.
Yeah, so just like, so I wish instead of just having the idea and then waiting months or a couple years for God to give the idea to somebody else and they do it and become, I wish I could have an idea and then make it. So yeah, that's mine. Look at y'all learning stuff about me.
Right. I remember two different people during two different times in my life prophesied that I would create clothes. And I was just like, what? Get out my face. But I would always, and this would happen all the time, I would have pictures of clothes like in my mind. I would go shopping and I would say, I just don't see what I see in my mind. And I would like create almost like just different outfits in my mind, but it had not been created yet. And maybe they were onto something, but I dismissed both of those prophecies. But maybe I was supposed to be like Tia sewing, putting something together, because sewing actually came easy to me. I could do that and it wasn't challenging. So maybe I was supposed to, but time has passed and I don't want to try. At this point, because I feel like you got to go to school and all the other stuff. I don't want to do all that. But yeah.
So see, I was going to ask, you want to go ahead and ask the one that you had as our last one?
Sure. Did you have something?
No.
Oh, you were going to ask that one. So the last one is, what would you do if you knew that you only had 24 hours left to live? Like this was your last day. What would you do? Like, what would your day look like?
My day would just be with my kids and I would say my immediate family off the top. My kids, my parents, and my siblings and my nephew. Yeah, that's it. Just talking, really. Okay. I wouldn't want to like go out and do anything. Mm-hmm. Like it'll just mainly just be amongst, those I really love, and just spending the last time. My day. That's it.
Okay. How about you, Key?
Well, I already told you this. I don't want to know. I just want to die. So don't tell me that I only have 24 hours to live. If thinking from where I am today, like right now, this moment, I feel like I would, even though I know that once I transition, I'm going to be with Jesus, but I feel like I would be so stressed out trying to figure out, well, what is it going to be like? You told me that I have 24 hours, but how exactly am I going to die? Or I'm counting down the hours. Okay, now I have 23. Now I have 22. So for me, I don't want to know. But if I have to answer this question, and I will for the podcast, it's similar to Andrea's response. I would just want to be around my family and close friends and just have a movie night, or just hug them for the last time, tell them how much I love them, appreciate them, what they have done for me, how they have blessed me, whether it was with their prayers or just their presence or just us cutting up, something like that. But Lord, don't tell me, Jesus, don't send no angel. I don't want to know. Just let me die, Father, in my sleep. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I pray for that often too. Like I am very specific about how I don't want to, and my desire, Lord, is to sleep. But so I often think about it as, because I am single with no children and I live alone. So I'm like, so if I do pass away in my sleep, they gonna have to like break down the door. I want the house to be real neat and fly. So I would like declutter and like just, I don't know why, like Tia, don't do any of that because other people would do it. But I just feel like, I would get all my papers. Like I would try to get all of this stuff done like in the first 2 hours of the day, like really early. and just get the papers together and have my funeral set, right? Because I hate the idea of funerals. So I just would I would talk to the to the funeral home, like, I want a pine box, get me in there 3 days. I don't care who come to you, tell you something different. This is what I want done. Period. If you get there to the day that I said, and it's only 2 people in there, everybody else is bad, put me in there. I don't want no drawn out thing, right? After I go. But I would actually want to do what James Earl Jones did in Coming to America too. How he did his funeral and his memorial while he was there. Like, let's have a party. Like, I would love to have that where it's kind of like a roast, but I get to be here, you know, and it's fun and lively with, you know, all my favorite people, favorite food. Shoot, I mean, it wouldn't be In Vogue. I feel like it would be like Drew Hill, like who I would want to perform. Like, yes. It would be Drew Hill. It would be Mary and Method Man and Redman, and and
you don't have no Christian artists.
That's what I was about to get to. They would close it out, right? They would close it out. But like, literally, I think about, like, no, if I had the money. Like, if I was crazy wealthy when I got married, like, these are some of the people, not Method Man and Redman, but Drew Hill. I would want Drew Hill to perform at my wedding. Mm-hmm. I would like an after party and Mary be like one of the artists. Like, it would be a thing. It would be a thing. My wedding would be lit. But my last day celebration would be the bomb. Like, I want people dressed. I want it to be an event and it to be fun. Like, yeah, so I would steal the whole idea from Coming to America too, and do that, because I thought that was cool that he got to see it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, but I want it to be fun. I hate funerals so bad, and I'm like, y'all, I'm saved. Like, y'all will be fine. Like, y'all will be fine. Yeah, so that's what I wouldn't necessarily want to sit with my family and like just. Because I feel like that's sad. Like, I don't want that. Like, I want to get my affairs in order, and then I want to have an awesome time. And then maybe somewhere, because I don't know how to swim yet. So maybe learn how to swim. So that's how I would clean up, get my affairs in order. The next hour would be like, I need to learn how to swim real fast. I want to go skating. And look, kickball or bomb cooking. Like, I just want all of my favorite things. That's what I would want that day to be filled with. Like, my favorite things. So mine would be way more popping. I wouldn't want to be like all somber and sad.
But I don't think I would be. Well, when I said be with my family, I wasn't thinking about like a sad occasion, but those are the people I feel like that matter. My family and friends, like my family and my family and friends. So those are the people that I would want to be around. So
yeah. So I just feel like if I'm sitting with them, I wouldn't be sad, but I feel like the people around you will automatically be sad.
I might start crying too. I don't know. Like, don't tell me. Like, I don't. That's why I don't want to know. I want to just go. Like, all right, girl, I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right, ma, I'm gonna meet you here, and then I just die. Like, oh dang, she couldn't even. We were supposed to go to.
No, Kiana, no.
Why?
Okay.
No, I'm saying y'all want to know.
You just say it like, I see you, talk to you later, and then Kiana just gone. Like, why you
right? Because that's how life is. Don't nobody. That's how life is.
Like that.
Like,
that
I mean, really, that's true.
I just saw such and such, and now I'm going to such and such funeral. But that's how. I don't want any changes. Just keep how things are. Just let it be. Well, girl, I'll talk to you. All right, y'all. I'm gonna see y'all next Monday for podcast, and y'all be like, "Dang."
Oh my god, I hate you. I hate this, Kiana.
Yeah.
Everything that you just said. I hate it. Look, boo to your plans.
But that's what I want. That's what I want. I do not want. I would not. I would not want to know. Don't tell me that I'm about to die. Like, you can tell me, oh girl, you're about to be rich in 5 more days, in 5 more months, in 5 more years. You know, you've gone through the pre-rich stage. Now it's time for you to experience it. Tell me those things, but don't tell nothing doom and gloom and death. Don't let me know. Just let me walk into it.
Okay, I feel you. I still hate everything about your whole like, I see you on the podcast. Like, I hate everything about that, but I understand where you're coming from. The funny thing is, what you said, you would like to know, like, okay, you're gonna be rich in 5 days. I feel like I would be so stressed. Like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Why would you'll be stressed about knowing that you're about to be rich?
No, because in my mind, I'm like, because in my life, right? In my life, and it's probably I know that it's a very unhealthy thing, right? But in my life, things like that have never happened. You know, like people have these testimonies, like, you know, God laid it on my heart to get a lady $5, and then, you know, I wake up and I got $5,000. Like those have never been my testimony. It'd be like, God told you to get 5,000, and you just hungry for a week, but you did it. Praise him. You know what I mean? So just the idea, like, that in 5 days, you're going to be wealthy. Like, I'll be like, oh my goodness, like, I'm staying in the house. Like, I ain't even trying to go outside. Somebody, I don't know. I don't want to have to check on me. I don't know. Like, yeah. So I feel like I would be stressed for that. It's so weird. But I think that just the idea of something like that, and I know it's happening, it would stress me out too. It's so weird.
Yeah. It's a little weird. I hate that.
It is like, like kind of like in a very, and I know that it's toxic, but like waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like, So, okay. So who about to lose something and I'm gonna have to get the money too? Like, cause maybe that's why I'm getting it. Like, so I'm waiting, like what's about to happen where I'm gonna have to get the money? Cause historically, things like that aren't my testimony. So yeah. So that's just a little bit about me. If I cross your mind, just pray for me, y'all. Anyway, anything else you ladies want to share about the hypotheticals?
No.
Okay. So that is another episode, the end of another episode of A Dose of Three podcast. Thank you for joining us and listening. If you liked what you heard, please be sure to share, like, and subscribe. Tell your friends about us. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at A Dose of Three. 3 is in the number. And we hope that you listen to the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.